Okay. Are you gonna, oh, there you are.
This is crazy.
Alrighty.
So you're gonna
So
come
I'm gonna be here
on.
Thursday
The
at,
only time I would have would be, because I'm not teaching so it would have to be 10:35, the
Okay.
10:35 class.
so I'll be there for like 25 minutes? Is that okay with you?
Absolutely,
Great,
yeah.
okay. So what have, if you can catch me up on what you've been doing with that class lately, I know you've certainly been doing too much to catch me up, too
Okay.
much. What are
So
they working on?
What are we working on? All right, so what we're working on is basically a mixture. We have absolute value,
Mm-hmm,
we have the coordinate plane, we have
Mhm.
number lines, and rational numbers
all of that.
in integers. So it's all kind of loosely woven into a like a unit.
Oh, wow, okay.
So
And-
do you want to know specifically what we're doing on
Well, I was
Thursday?
gonna say, what are we doing, on Thursday?
Thursday. So on Thursday, they're going to use a computer application to plot points on a coordinate plane,
Okay.
identify quadrants,
Oh, love that.
and identify reflection points.
Oh,
So they're going to
Wow.
do that as the lesson.
I feel like that used to be done so much later in the year.
It did, yeah. So
Ah.
now it's early.
Oh, wow, okay.
And so we're doing that, and then
And what kind of, are they gonna each have a computer, or? You said,
it will
are they
actually
using the
depend.
smart
It'll
board?
actually depend on the situation, because I need to see where I get on Wednesday. So that's part of it.
Okay,
And then part of what I may do is start distance
distance, from point to point?
from point to point.
Oh, okay. And they're gonna use, I'm sorry, are they gonna use the smart board, or are they gonna use?
We don't use the smart board in here because it doesn't work.
Okay,
So they're going to use, I'm going to hook up a laptop up there,
okay.
and on the laptop they're going to be able to see the Billy Bug game. Have you done Billy
Oh
Bug?
my gosh, that
Yeah.
is comical,
Yeah.
cause that's my pet peeve game of all games, when Tim would play Billy Budd,
I
I'd be like,
love Billy Bug.
well, then it would just, like, the sound would come into my room.
The sound is annoying. I do it
Sound
with
is
the sound
super
off.
annoying.
I
So
do
I've
it
never
with the
actually
sound off.
seen the game, but whenever he starts playing it, I always
So you're
open
going
the
to
door and be like,
now
really?
you're finally going to see Billy Bug. The
Billy
noise of the kids or the noise of the computer?
No, it's the game.
Oh, it's so
Billy
noisy.
Bug's so annoying.
So
So
you'll
what are they
see me
learning?
doing it with the sound
That's
completely
so
off because I'm so
comical.
annoyed by
So
Billy Bug.
So they're learning to plot points on a line?
Plotting points on the coordinate plane and on lines.
Okay, great. I mean, that's so funny. And how will you know that they've learned what you want them to learn, if they're able to plot the points?
If they're able to do Billy Bug as I ask them, they're going to be one student chosen with the class dojo, so it's completely random,
Okay,
and see if they can do it. And they're also going to have seat work. So I'm doing a lot of controlled seat work this year. I've always been like, oh, just do it with your partner. But now there's your starting by yourself.
okay.
And then when you work with a partner, I call it silent partner work, which isn't 100% silent, but it's in whispers.
Oh,
And it's working really well. And
Silent
sometimes I
partner.
say partner work on number 7 only.
and so they know who their partner is?
Oh, yeah. 'cause
They
you're
have
sitting in
assigned
the-
partners?
Assigned
And they
partners.
sit with, they sit with a partner, okay.
And it's
Um,
very, very deliberate teamwork this year, and not just do all your work as a partner, because they're doing too much partner work. And then they're
Mhm.
doing park, and
And then
park
they
is
take a
not
test.
with a
I
partner.
totally agree. So the priority area that you'd like me to focus on is reaching all students?
Reaching all students and making sure everybody in the room is attending. So one way I'm trying to work on that is using Class Dojo, hoping
Oh,
that
love
with
it.
the accountability piece, using a randomizer. I don't use it for behavior.
Okay.
I use it only as a randomizer.
So the randomizer is just to choose, and they have to be ready to go when you
They have to be
choose them.
ready, right? Not just who raises
So
their
it's not
hand.
parent, reach out to parents with it.
I don't reach out to parents
No.
with it.
Okay.
I don't think it's appropriate to really put a 6th grader on yellow.
Uh-huh.
I'll just throw that out. And I also think behavior is private. It shouldn't be posted like on a TV that says a 6th grader's on red. I mean, that's
Yeah.
silly.
Okay. And how is this connected, this priority area connected to your teacher goal and your school district goal? I did print this out. This took me forever to find. I think it's one of our 9
So my
indicators.
district goal, part of the district goal, I think is teaching all students.
Yeah. I think it's called reaching,
Reaching all students.
is it student
So
engagement?
using
Hold on,
Student engagement.
student engagement,
So it's really quadrant, or not quadrant, it's category 2.
right.
So reaching all students and using Class Dojo and using visuals to reach all students.
Okay. Is there anything I need to be aware of? It sounds like there were some kids in the
So
class.
what time are you coming?
It was 10:35,
On which day? Thursday?
Thursday.
So Thursday is a be aware that you won't be able to videotape the class.
Not
because
videotaping.
I have one student there in DCF custody, and I have another student whose parent requested no pictures.
Absolutely.
So I'm really sorry about that,
Nope.
but I hope that your supervisor is going to understand.
Sorry.
There's nothing I can do about it.
And is it okay if I take notes on like a computer or, I mean?
Whatever
that's-
you're comfortable with.
Okay. And
If
I'll
it's
sit.
comfortable, you sit at my
Oh, is that
seat,
okay?
And then you can if you can take notes on my computer.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's just quickest and easiest.
Thank you. So sitting there won't be, and
No, because I won't be sitting.
they won't be
At all.
upset about someone being in the room. They're used to it, I'm sure, at this point. The
At
kids.
this point, they need to be
Is it okay if I was to check in with kids when it seemed appropriate?
check for understanding.
Just
Sure.
ask them what they're doing or?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Only thing is, they're going to be doing some individual work, and then probably it would be best at the silent partner work
Silent
stage.
partner work, okay, great.
So we are which day? So we're talking
Thursday.
about Thursday the 10th at 10:35.
Yep, so 11, 10, 10:35. And I'll probably only be here till 11,
So you're
At
going to
the
be seeing
most.
a very big group,
big group.
and you're going to be seeing this group is students with higher scores
Oh, okay,
on standardized tests.
because they are
what
grouped.
you
huh?
see may not, they're only grouped for this group. The other groups are all heterogeneous. So what you may see, start with the class is very big,
Mm-hmm,
29 in the class.
wow,
And what you see in this class may not be typical of what
Yeah.
other
okay.
students
Because I think I am gonna be observing another math class, you know, because I've chosen math. I might be doing a different grade just to compare later.
Okay.
So I'm trying
I
to
wish I
figure
could
out.
have gotten feedback on today's lesson, because I did it differently than I've ever done it,
Okay, so I guess that's part of it. After you teach, I might ask you if you would have done anything differently,
right?
you know, after whatever.
I've always absolutely hated this unit, because it's always seemed very arbitrary,
Hmm.
and it doesn't really connect to the rest of what we're doing, so I'm trying some different things.
Do the kids like the Billy Bug?
Oh, they like Belly Bug.
They like a game.
They're not computing. They also, it takes the fluency piece out and who's learned their times tables out. So
Okay.
that's removed, so
Okay.
everybody had a pretty good day today.
Oh, good. So what do they do today?
Today they started it. We
Oh,
haven't done Billy Bug yet, so we introduced the very first notes on the coordinate plane.
Mm-hmm. And do you still start with a do now?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I'll probably see that. All right, I might be here like a little bit early, but just,
Oh yeah, come early.
all right. Great. So I
what
think
do you
that's
have,
the pre-conf. I have to write up like a number of papers
What are
here.
you looking for in here?
I'm looking for exactly what I was asking, to see that the kids are actually learning what the targeted,
So you're looking for that, or are you looking to see
what, yeah,
how you would support me in trying to find my focus?
we chose student engagement, so I'm just checking to see that all students are engaged.
So I am curious if you were an administrator doing an evaluation for me,
Right.
are you going to be,
I'm trying to think of what kind of tool I'm gonna use to observe that, because there's all different kinds of tools I could use. Whether it's,
whichever one you're comfortable with?
yeah, I have to pick one.
Many of my evaluations, it's always done as a percentage. So
And how do they gauge that?
I guess they eyeball it.
Oh,
There's like ranges,
of how many are
there's like about
engaged?
90%,
Was isn't
about
there like
75.
all students, some, and then,
Yes, all
None.
students, which is almost
oh, yeah,
none.
yeah. So that's just eyeballing, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, I think the purpose of this is to get me to use some of the different tools.
Some of the different
depending on
tools,
what
too.
is chosen, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. Some teachers are concerned whether they actually physically move around the classroom a lot, but that's not your concern, so there's
Not
ways,
really.
yeah, you know, calling on different students, but you're answering
Using
that, so actually
It
that's,
actually doesn't work unless I use the tool,
okay.
because teachers tend to want to please the ones raising their
Right,
hands.
right, so
and
that's how you
it's
solve.
very counterintuitive to
Right.
call on someone not raising their hand, and it's very upsetting to them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're doing this, it's equal,
And they know it ahead
and
of
they
time.
know it's equal.
And does that happen a lot? Is that usually?
I find that it looks really good if I'm calling on people raising their hands. It looks great. Like, it really looks like I'm running a good classroom.
Mhm.
But the sixth one sitting there quietly could be
Yeah,
completely
wanna
dangerous.
hide, yeah. No, that's perfect, I used to use it too. No, so I think basically, I mean, I'm sure that's something that you do very well, but it's just sort of to support you and,
Absolutely.
I think that's what it's about. So there's a whole lot of stuff that I have to do, and then I'm gonna have to, after I observe you, then I have to have a post-conference, so I don't know if Thursday would work.
It's okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I have
Then I
a
have to write it up, and then, I don't know.
document.
Yes, stop.
Thursday works.